What you saying, guys and gents? Welcome back to my YouTube channel where we live life the affordable way. Today we have another loc video. Today's video is going to be all about the things you should know about dreadlocks, and I feel like these are things everybody should know, even if you're just starting, if you're already started. Let me just give you a little background on my locks. I am currently 4 years in. I didn't tell her to come here, but I'm currently 4 years in, so this is how my babies look right now. Look at it, like nice and flourishing, like that's what we want to see. Let me see if I can give her a little check. Yeah, that's what's going on with them. And my name is Monica Bean, so if you're interested in loc videos, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We are a community over here. I feel like everybody needs to know that loc buildup comes from so much different things and not just product. Loc buildup can come from lint buildup. You can get that from scarves, you can get that from your towel. Another form of buildup is definitely environmental buildup. Environmental buildup comes from things floating around in the air. So don't let nobody convince you that loc buildup just comes from product. Like, it comes from so much different things, and you have to be very careful. This is why we always encourage people to, cover your loc. Another form of buildup is debris buildup. This can come from makeup, food, edge control, and then we have the most important buildup, product buildup, which comes from, as you know, the use of products over time, because not all products show buildup right away. And then another form of buildup is biological buildup. Biological buildup comes from your scalp, and this can be biological matters like scalp issues, dandruff, like a lot of things can cause buildup. So don't let nobody tell you that loc buildup is only product. Like, it's a lot of different things that go into play when it comes to loc buildup. Another thing you should know about dreadlocks is definitely your pattern size. Now, I learned this recently because I didn't check for pattern size. Like, I really didn't check. Like, when I first started my locks, I didn't care about the size. I just know I didn't want it too small. But what I'm now experiencing is, when my locks was like the first and the second year, and my locks was extremely thick. Now I feel like my locks are slimming down. I don't have a problem with the size, but it's an eye-opener to me that you have to be very careful when you're choosing your loc size. You have to know what size you are going for. Like me, I didn't really care. Like, once it wasn't too small, like sister locks, I didn't care. But your pattern size do matter when it comes to the kind of locks you want to have in the future. Another thing that you should know about your dreadlock journey is starter lock shrinkage. Yes, your locks will shrink. However, it's not gonna stay that size forever. Like, if you start off long, yes, your hair is gonna shrink for a bit, but trust me, when you see your hair stretch out, it's going to stretch out, and it's going to be very long. But have no fear, if your locks are shrinking, that just means that your locks are starting to form, and that's really a good thing. Another thing that you should know about locks is definitely soft hair can loc. Like, technology is so advanced and technique is so advanced nowadays. Like, don't let nobody tell you only fussy hair can loc. If you have curly hair, your hair can loc. However, it would be in your best interest to follow somebody with your hair type, so that you can, just have like a little bit of guidance on how your locks are going to turn out. But in most cases, it won't turn out exactly like that person's hair, but you will have like a little guidance. Don't let nobody tell you curly hair can't loc, because it can. Another thing that you should know about locks is definitely Loc Breakage. Like, Loc breakage can be caused from numerous of things. It's not just one thing. Loc breakage can be caused by things that you're putting in your hair. Loc breakage can be caused by when you're sleeping at night. Loc breakage can be caused by rubber bands. Loc breakage can be caused by tight styles. Like, it's so much different things as to why loc breakage can happen, and I just did a video on that, so if you want to know more in depth about that, you can check it out. Another thing that you should know about dreadlocks is your maintenance schedule is up to you. Like, everybody always recommends getting your hair done every 4 weeks, getting it done every month, or if you are going to somebody who are inexperienced, they might tell you get it done sooner to make the money. And there are not a lot of honest people out here, so I just want y'all to always do your research. But your loc maintenance is up to you. If you want to go a month, you can. If you want to go 2 months, you can. If you want to go 3 months, you can. Your loc journey is in your hands. It's your journey. It all depends on how you want your hair to turn out. Like for me, I normally go every 4 to 6 weeks. That's my minimum. But if I want to stretch it longer, I really can. Like, the purpose of getting locs is to be free. You understand? You're not tying yourself down to a loc maintenance schedule. The only thing I will recommend is if you're taking your own time and you don't want to do it as consistent as you know, to oil your locs on time and separate it. But otherwise, do what you want to do. Your locs will flourish either way. Whatever works for you, because not everybody method is going to work for you. Another thing you should know about dreadlocks is scalp issues. Now, when I first get my locs, I encountered dandruff. Like when I was natural and had relaxed hair, I never had dandruff, but when I got locs, for some reason I had dandruff. And it took me a long time, but I finally now know what causes my dandruff. And what causes my dandruff to trigger so easily is tight styling, the product that they're putting in my hair, like, or if I'm not maintaining it as I should. Like, I have a consistent schedule that I do that I'm soon going to now, post for you to see. But I also have my moisturizing routine up, and that's the schedule that I do every week, and that keeps my dandruff at minimum. But other people have different kind of scalp issues, and you want to be very careful when you're getting locs about your scalp issues, because you don't want your scalp issues to affect your dreadlock journey, and don't let nobody put locs in your hair if your hair is not fully healed, or if you feel like you can't deal with it. A lot of people's scalp issues can be biological or it could be medical, but you will know what the best steps moving forward is. Another thing that you should know about your dreadlocks is water is your best friend. I don't know why people tell people to stay away from water. I understand you saying that, like, your first month in, like, you don't want it to come out or unravel, but once your hair start budding, you can go in the water, and believe it or not, water will help grow your hair. Water will expand your hair. Like, it's good for your hair. Now, I don't recommend putting like raw water in your hair just as a moisturizer. You have to put some form of oil or mix the two together. But water is your best friend. Like for me, my regimen is rosemary water. I literally make that from the leaf myself, and it's been working fine for me, and I feel like that contributes a lot to my growth. I have a video coming on that very soon, so you guys can watch how I make my rosemary water. Another thing you should know about your dreadlocks is just because you have freeform locks doesn't mean you can't get regular locks. Technology is very vast. Techniques are very vast. Like, everything in this day and time has improved, literally. Like, they will literally cut your locks off, separate it, start it again, join them up. Like, you will look like you never even had freeform locks. I've watched lock removals, lock separations. I watch it all on YouTube and literally online. Like, it's so much different things. So don't think just because you have freeform locks like you can't change. You always have an option to change. Another thing that you should know about dreadlocks is your locks are not supposed to be stiff. Like, locks are supposed to be as movable and as free as possible. If your locks are stiff, something is definitely going wrong, and I suggest checking it out, see what's going wrong. Make sure you're putting the right products in your hair. Make sure you're using the right techniques. Like, your locks are supposed to be as free and as movable as possible. So I feel like that's pretty much it that you should know about your dreadlocks, or if you're on your dreadlock journey and you wanted a little bit of insight. Let me know what you have learned on your dreadlock journey. I would be happy to know. Or let me know if you're just starting out, how much months you're in. Like I always say, this is a community. We try to help one another. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you really enjoyed this video.